Man, some of you guys just don't get it, fellas. Honestly, you guys just don't get it. I went out to the club last weekend on a Saturday night. Went there with a few of my buddies. It was Halloween night, actually. And we went to this club. We were drinking, whatever. I started talking to this girl. I made her buy me drinks. I didn't go home with her that night. She didn't let me hit it. I was this close to closing the deal. And then she went ahead, the lights came on. The bar was about to close down. The club was about to close down. And I asked her, all right, so let's get out of here. Let's go back to my place, hang out for a little bit. And she was kind of hesitant, but she was still up for it, you could tell. And then she said, okay, let me go talk to my friends. And she wanted to go talk to her friends, and her friends started being a cock blocker, and it didn't happen. Anyways, whatever. That's not a big deal. I honestly don't even remember her name. I like literally as soon as she never came back, I forgot her name. I was a little bit trashed myself. I was drinking a little bit too more than I should have been. But that's not the main point. The main point is, after that, we went back to my friend's house, and there was a couple girls there, but I wasn't into any of those girls. Those girls looked like your 4s and 5s. And all these guys that are there, not my friends, so there's a couple guys I'm really friends with. Those guys have similar, but not as extreme of a mindset as me. But similar, somewhat. When I say extreme of a mindset as me, what I really mean is that they're not as red-pilled as me. They're still kind of in the blue pill world, about to come out of it. They're agreeing with a lot of the things I'm saying, so they're in that process. But a lot of these other guys who are friends of friends or whatever are completely plugged into the matrix. You can just tell by how they're interacting with these chicks. They're just trying to get their dick wet. I get it. And conversation rolled off from one topic to another. And I should have checked myself, because at one point it got to the point where I was honestly asking myself while I'm drunk that why am I even having this conversation? It's a complete waste of time. But the conversation was about relationships, women, red pill stuff, how guys just view women in general versus how they should be viewed as, how guys view relationships nowadays versus how they should be viewed as, what some of the things that guys want out of life versus some of the things that they should be wanting out of life, things like that. And the guys who are into the matrix, man, these guys were arguing with me till their faces turned blue. And you could tell every time I open my mouth, these chicks are getting their panties wet, are about to have the floor underneath them wet as hell from the things I'm saying. Just how they're looking at me. Obviously, they're calling me an asshole and they're laughing at the things I'm saying. Because, sometimes, especially when I'm drunk or when I'm tipsy, I already don't have a filter in my mouth. You guys heard my videos. You guys hear me talk. So when you mix alcohol with that, oh man, it's 10 times worse. So I'm just talking hella shit on chicks, on relationships, on how bitches ain't shit, all this, that, and the other. Hella shit. And these women are eating it up. I could probably have a threesome with both of these butterball turkeys if I wanted to, but hell no. Even when I'm drunk, no. Girl, you gotta black me out. You gotta get me blackout drunk or roofie me or something, and then you might be able to take advantage of me. But anyways, so, and every time these guys was trying to defend them and counter argue me with their blue pill conditioning that, it's not about all women are the same. It's about love. It's about finding the one. These are the type of shit that I was hearing from these guys. It just pissed me off so much. Every time these guys would open their mouth about any of this, you could just see in the girls' faces how turned off they were getting. I was turning them on, and these guys were killing their moves. They ended up leaving or whatever. And in the middle of the conversation, one of these other dudes started FaceTiming this other fat chick. And she was talking about having a train run on her by that guy who was FaceTiming her and another guy. So she was gonna fuck two guys that were there. And both of these guys were eating it up. They're like, oh yeah, let's go hang out with her. Man, she got some titties. She did have some titties. because she was fat. You'll notice this. Fat, overweight girls usually have big titties. Because women's fat usually starts storing in their tits, in their boobs, or their ass. While the first place men's fat gets stored into is our lower stomach. Anyways, that's a little bit of biology for you guys, or anatomy for you guys. Anyway, so from that, I'm just gonna, this is what I mean when I say you guys will never get it, man. I don't want you guys, I'm not telling you guys that you guys need to be like a great fighter, Conor McGregor. I'm not saying that you need to be a great leader like some of the world leaders that we had previously. I'm not saying that you need to be like Patrick Mahomes. I'm not saying that you need to be a leader of a big organization or any of that. No. All I'm saying is that be a leader of your own life. Don't follow somebody else's belief system. These things that these guys were saying, and these guys were in good shape, taller than me, good looking, no homo. You could tell that women would find these guys physically attractive, but as soon as they start opening their mouth, it just went to shit. So just think for yourself for one moment, fellas. Please do so. Okay? Back in you guys are forgetting what a man is supposed to be like. I'm not saying a man is supposed to be this emotional, this emotionless, cold-hearted son of a bitch. No. All I'm saying is we men are not supposed to be seeking out relationships, not supposed to be seeking out marriages, not supposed to be seeking out commitments. These are a woman's job. Why? Because we men were built to lead, to create, to set aside examples, to create legacies, not relationships, not marriages. And women were supposed to be seeking out for these alpha guys. Back in the days, just look back into the at the very early days of mankind, in the caveman era days. Women were going after the toughest, strongest, most protective ones. And those guys, those toughest, strongest ones, they weren't looking for one relationship from one woman. They were looking out for the survival for themselves and later their family when they got a family, because the women pressured them or the women were able to cuff them up. But cuffing someone up was the woman's job, not the man's job. Is really what I'm trying to say here. And you guys are forgetting that all the time. Why? Why is this trend happening? Please wake up, fellas. I don't, as I already mentioned, those days are gone. We don't have a society where you have to kill someone or you have to kill animals, other animals, to survive. We live in a much better organized society. So those needs, the needs to be that alpha, the needs to be that masculine is long gone. I get it, but that doesn't mean, the alternative does not mean that you become a feminine bitch and you start acting like women. You still need to have those killer instincts. You still need to have those masculine instincts. You just have to check them. That's all I'm saying. This other guy, he was a rich guy. Like, he came from a rich background. And he was saying that, oh, I don't need any success. I have all the money. My family has it. Why? Okay, you have the money down. Cool. You are successful in the money department. Cool. What are you creating in this world that's worth looking up to? Your time and energy is being spent on porn and busting gallons and gallons of nuts. That's it. You're telling me that's a productive life? And this is happening at an all-time high rate. At least it's starting to come down a little bit. The simping is at least starting to come down a little bit thanks to these red pill content and red pill content creators, right? That's why I always say, guys, spread my message. One simp at a time, we're gonna change this game. I promise you. Where the hell is my turn? I just missed my turn? God damn it. Anyways. Fellas, I don't know what to tell you guys, man. You guys have to figure it out. You really do. The world doesn't care about your love, how you feel about women. Women don't even give a shit about that. They want to be with the winner. All women do. They end up settling with the losers. They end up settling with the lesser of men. And that's why I'm here to teach you guys to not be that lesser of a man. I'm not telling you to be the world leader like some of these old guys in the past, right? The kings and the emperors that were in our society back then. I'm not telling you to be leading anything. Just lead your life into a positive direction. And I could like this guy who was rich and he was still looking for this love of his life. He was depressed. Of course you're gonna be depressed because you're chasing the wrong thing. You're not supposed to be chasing after this love. You're supposed to be chasing after the meaning of your life, the purpose of your life, the legacy of your life. That's why you're depressed. No amount of relationship can replace that. Can make you happy. You don't believe me? Hey, go out and try it. And before you'll know, you'll be 40 years old with nothing left to give to the world, or moreover, to yourself. Stop simping. Start finding meaning in your life. Women is not it. Women are not it. Women are the byproduct of the meaning of your life. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.